Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina and I'm so excited to have you here. Today I'm going to be talking about some recommended romance reads to get you in the mood for Valentine's Day. So all these books I have for you guys today are just lovey-dovey, filled with romance, super cute, and I think you guys would totally love them and get you in the mood for some lovey-dovey Valentine's Day action, your sappy movies, your big old chocolate box. I just know you guys will love these books and I'm so excited to share them with you. So let's get right on into these books. So the first one I have for you actually also appeared on my top 10 books of 2020, which is Red, Riot, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book is so adorable, especially if you love character banter between the two lovers. So this book follows the first son of the United States and the Prince of England, and they are enemies in the beginning and they absolutely hate each other over reasons that are really unknown because everything is kind of silly on why they hate each other. The President of the United States, which is the first son's mother, and the King of England decide they are going to bring their sons together to make them be friends after this kind of public outlash at a wedding. So they bring them together and they slowly reveal their feelings to each other, and they have this little banter back and forth in email, and it's just super adorable, and it definitely will get you in the mood for Valentine's Day. It will make your heart swell. I absolutely adored this book and I know you will too. The next book I have is The Selection by Kira Cass. So this might be a weird choice, but the entire series is just filled with this drama romance of all these girls trying to see if Maxton will be their one true love, and that is something I really like. It's like The Bachelor but fantasy, post-apocalyptic, not apocalyptic, like post-war America. It's crazy. I really think you guys will like this if you have not read it before. America Singer is putting her name into the selection just kind of appease her parents, so when she is selected she is like, what, girl? I did not know. And she ends up going to Prince Maxton's castle to fight for his love. Now, if you're looking into reading the 3 books that kind of go along with the selection and are the romance between America and Maxton and all the rest of the girls, you have The Selection, you have The Elite, and you have The One. Now, these are the first 3. There are 5 books in the series, which are right there still. And I really think you guys will love this book. I think you will really appreciate the fantasy elements, but also the romance elements as well, because I know I did. So the next book I have for you is Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. I always forget who this book is by for whatever reason. So this book is absolutely adorable, let me tell you. This book follows Pepper and Jack, which honestly is just so fitting for the theme of the book. And Pepper's family owns this like McDonald's of this book's world, and they have restaurants everywhere, and her mother is living in New York in this super nice house. And meanwhile, Jack has a kind of rundown, very small, regulars only deli. When Pepper's family steals Jack's family's recipe and name for one of their very popular sandwiches, it starts this kind of Twitter war. And I don't know who let 2 16-year-olds control really big Twitter accounts, but you know what? To each their own. But this book is absolutely adorable. I absolutely loved it. I loved the banter between the 2 characters coming back and forth. It made me laugh out loud. There are pictures throughout it that just kind of add to the funny little banter between the 2 characters, and what makes it better is they don't know who's on the other side of the bone. So they end up falling for each other in real life just to fall for each other online as well. I absolutely love this book. It was absolutely adorable, and I think you guys will appreciate not only the funny banter but also just the jokes, the metaphors they make to each other. Everything is just absolutely so hilarious, and I absolutely loved it. The next book I have for you is Something to Talk About by Mara Weisler. So I read this in a reading vlog not too long ago and you guys seem to have loved it. This book follows a very popular Hollywood writer, child actress, whatever you want to call her, and she has an assistant who kind of does everything for her, her right-hand man. So when they are caught giggling on the red carpet, y'all know that's just some controversy. Everybody's gonna make a big deal about it. So all of a sudden, her and her assistant are dating in TMZ's world, and so they're trying to shut this down, all while trying to discover their feelings for each other. So if you like slow burn romance, this is definitely the one for you. Nothing happens until like the last 50 pages, and honestly I'm here for that. I just absolutely loved Jo's personality, her very womanly, women is power, girl power stance toward everything, and how she has to stand up for what she believes in, and I really, really love that about Jo. But I also love how Emma adds a little softness to her, and I loved this book. It was so cool, it was so cute, and I loved it. I think you will too. The next one I have for you is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper, which I will never stop talking about because it was such a good book. So this book follows Cal, and Cal is going to Texas to live with his father since his father was selected to be one of the test pilots to the rocket of Mars. What? While he's there, he's just trying to keep back, not in the spotlight, because in New York where he used to live, he used to be very popular in this app where he talked about news, and because of NASA's restrictions, he is not allowed to talk about NASA, so it's kind of put a hinder on what he loves to do. Then he meets Leon. Leon's mother is testing to be a pilot as well, and they kind of fall for each other, and they're just trying to keep their relationship out of the spotlight, but also trying to fight for what they believe in. I absolutely love this story. Cal is so inspiring. He really fights for what makes him happy, what makes his heart tickle, I guess. I just absolutely love this book, and I thought you will too. The next one I have is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. So this book follows Josh and Hazel, and Hazel and Josh went to college together, but they didn't really know each other. When she was teaching, doing her job, she meets this girl who is her best friend, and her best friend's brother is actually Josh, and how ironic is that? So a lot of very unfortunate things happen to Hazel, which makes her need to move in with Josh. All the while, Josh breaks up with his girlfriend because she was cheating on him. So that means two single people living in a house, and they decide to make up a pact to put each other on blind dates. This book is so cute. You can tell the relationship between Josh and Hazel slowly gets more intimate and more kind of on a personal level, and I really enjoyed that because I loved Hazel as a character. I could see a lot of myself in Hazel, which I really loved, and it was just super cute, and I don't any complaints because I absolutely loved it. I think you will just really enjoy the blind dates and trying to find each other, a man or a woman, all while trying to figure out if they like each other. I loved it, and I think it'll definitely put you in the mood for Valentine's Day. Next book I have is Comics Will Break Your Heart by Faith Erin Hicks. So first of all, can we talk about like all the comics on it? I absolutely love it. I'm honestly obsessed. But this book follows a girl named Miriam, and Miriam's family should be rich. Now this is because her father created one of these most popular comic book series, but he decided to sell, so obviously his family is not happy about that. And when she meets this boy who actually is the grandson of the man who bought the comic book, she doesn't know that, and they start falling for each other, and when she finds out about this, it just devastates her world. This is so cute, and I really think you'll love it. I think comics really play a big part in it, and I know a lot of people love comic books but not books, so I think this is something they could definitely get into. The next book I have is Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez. So this book follows a boy named, I can never remember his name, Ollie, I can never remember his name. This book follows a boy named Ollie, and Ollie moves to California, to West Virginia. His aunt has cancer, and they're kind of going to help her out. So after some consideration, they decide to move there temporarily while they can help his aunt out. And in the summer before, he met Will, and they had this amazing summer together. And when he moves back, he attends school, and when these girls start to ask him about his summer fling, it is Will, and Will goes to that school, and Will is not out yet. So this is kind of a earth-shattering realization that he may have just ruined Will's life. So Will is trying to keep this under wraps. He absolutely hates Ollie at this point, and this book is like friends to lovers to enemies to friends to lovers again. I loved it. I think you will love and appreciate the kind of work it takes to maintain a relationship and a friendship in this book. I think that's something that's super prominent and super important, and I think you guys will really love. The next one I have for you is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. So this book is absolutely adorable. I didn't think I would like it when I first started it, but so this book follows Olive, and Olive is, you know, Olive, and she is a bridesmaid at her sister's wedding, and her sister is very lucky. Her sister wins everything, I swear. She got her whole wedding for free moody almost, and Olive is the total opposite. Ethan, on the side note, is the best man, and Ethan doesn't like Olive, and Olive doesn't like Ethan. So when they are the only ones that don't eat the shellfish dinner, and they are the only ones who don't get sick, they are forced to go to a honeymoon in Hawaii, all expensive paid, with people they hate. So how amazing is that? So this book follows Ethan and Olive, how they go on this magnificent romantic honeymoon together, and they learn to love each other. And I loved this story. First of all, it was perfect. I say it's perfect Valentine's Day. Not one, because you know it's cold where you live. It's only like 20 degrees where I live. And two, it is so cute. I love it. It was so cute. I recommend. And finally, the last book I have is the Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. So this book follows Stella, and Stella is autistic and she's never had a boyfriend, and she thinks, well, I'm an adult now, I guess it's probably time for me to figure out how to have a boyfriend and how to do the intimate portions of having a boyfriend. So she decides to hire a male escort to teach her all of these things she feels like she needs to know in order to have a boyfriend. Now this book is extremely smutty from straight up the back. I listened to the audiobook, and let me tell you, it was very uncomfortable stopping at stoplights. That's all I'm saying. But this was absolutely so cute. I loved how the relationship between Michael and Stella slowly inched forward, and he starts to fall for her even on the first date, and it was so cute, and I loved it, and I think you guys will too. So that is all my recommended romance reads for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys read some of these books and it gets you into the romantic feel. Let me know what your Valentine's Day plans are in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I upload every Monday and Thursday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you hit that little bell notification to get notified every single time I upload, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!